for those that love to watch on YouTube. Yeah. If you are not hearing my voice, you can also indicate. Now, let's quickly have a talk today. There will be a motivational talk, and it's going to be an educative talk also. It's an educative talk. Now, one thing is in life, the day you stop learning, then note you start dying. Learning is the master key that opens door to success. Learning opens door to success. Learning opens door to breakthrough. The day you stop learning, then you start dying. That is the law. You stop learning, then you start dying. A lot of people nowadays don't want to learn in this entertainment world now. We are solemnly key on entertainment. And that's the reason why content like this don't easily get views. Content like this, because why? There is a librarian and he's selling a book also, and he has his bookstore at the market center of the market. He has so many books that he's selling, and among all these books, when at night, this man don't close his shop for any reason. He will leave it like that. He doesn't pack the book inside. He will just leave it. And one day, someone asks him, "Man, why are you not closing this shop, or you don't pack even the books outside, you left everything outside, don't pack them inside?" Listen to what he said. He said, "Thieves don't read." And a philosopher said something. He said, if you want to hide anything from a black man, hide it inside a book. He will never see it. And it is true. If you hide something, you want to hide anything from a black man, hide it in a book. We don't read. We're in an era whereby entertainment has taken over everything. The youth of nowadays, and that's the reason why we are not doing any greater things. Everything is the white did robots, and they are still improving on that. Still creating, still improving on robots. Go to China, you will see people improving on robots. You see children trying to do one or two robots. But in Nigeria, what we can do is we have to change it, key it into entertainment. We have someone doing like robots. Is it not Jadot on TikTok? And he has been giving international attention now in Nigeria. I love when I saw one government inviting him to, when they were inviting him for discussion, I was just laughing that, Nigeria, we can never get it right. We have so many students in university that are working on different places, that are working on something like that. They were not invited. They were not giving public attention. And this will not surprise me when the best graduating student of Unilag is giving some of 25,000 naira, a whopping sum of 25,000 naira. So that doesn't really surprise me anyway. Now, success. We all desire success. We all want to be successful. But the key to success is self-discipline. So let's talk a little bit on self-discipline. For a longer period of time, I know myself that Solomon, one of your problems and that is setting you back is you are not self-disciplined. How much do we know ourselves? How much do we know ourselves? Please, come. Call your mommy for me. How much do we know ourselves? Call mommy for me. I was able to realize that I thank you. How much do we know? I know, and I say to myself, Solomon, your problem is you are not, when it comes to self-discipline, you are not disciplined at all. And this has really been a major setback for me, which I know. I know what causes the setback. I notice I'm having a setback. You must be able to evaluate yourself. I read the book. It said, at the end of the month, as you are entering new months, ask yourself, you should be able. Self-evaluation is important. Self-evaluation is important. Self-evaluation is important almost every day. But he said that once at the end of the month, you should be able to sit down and ask yourself, this month, oh, what is that thing that I've actually gained this month? Have I made any progress? It's always annoying me when I spend my whole day perusing through Facebook. At the end of the day, it annoys me. What annoys me most at the end of the day is getting to know that my day is gone without achieving anything. How active my work is within the evening, at most time around 4 o'clock. That's when I go to work around 4 o'clock. Now, if from morning till 4 o'clock I couldn't achieve anything, then I'm very, very sad. At work, I will just be grumbling. The activeness will not be there. I'll be down, I'll be dull. Because I notice the moment I go to work, once it's 3 o'clock and I'm yet to achieve anything, that day is gone. Once it's 3 p.m. and I'm yet to achieve anything, the day is gone. Because once it's that, the next thing I start getting set for work. At times, once it's 2 o'clock and I'm yet to achieve anything, the day is gone. Because once it's 2 o'clock, I will need to relax a little bit before I go to work. Because when I go to work, I'll become midnight. So once it's 2 o'clock, everything I'm doing is gone. So I need to relax. I need to just relax a little bit. Then wake up, dress, and start going to work. So once it's 2 o'clock, I did not achieve any. So I called and I said, and I know we did with Solomon, your problem is you are not disciplined enough. If you are disciplined, you can achieve so many things. And at a time I just have to, if I have so many things to do, I will just have to turn my day to night. And probably when I come back from work midnight, that is when I get a lot of things done before sleeping. Then that's when I will have a sound sleep. If not, I won't have a sound sleep. Self-discipline, the key to success. Self-discipline means that having reason. Marcus Aurelius says something, and his definition of self-discipline says, which having reason to do what you are interested about. Now, the key to be self-discipline is you need to have a reason to do what you want to do. Any expenditure, or how do I put it? Sorry. Anything you want to do, any task you want to do, without a solid reason behind it, the ability to do it might not be there. So self-discipline means having reason to do what you are interested about. Finding out you are having a complete reason to do what you need to do. This will serve as a motivating factor. It will be a motivating factor that will motivate you. Why? Because you have a reason of doing what you want to do. And when you have the reason, if I do this thing, I will be able to achieve this. Then there's a reason. So that will be a motivating factor. Please, my mic is down. If you are not hearing me, just let me know you are not hearing me. You have a reason to set what you want to do in motion. You have a reason to do what you want to do without any delay. Without self-discipline, you cannot go far in life. Take notes. Without self-discipline, achieving success will be extremely difficult. Without self-discipline, you are created for something. Now find that thing that you are created for. Find something you are created for. So that is that thing that will be pushing you. It is that will push you out of bed. No matter what time I sleep. I hate it when I sleep, when I wake up late. Waking up around night, no matter time I sleep. If I really want to activate my day, I've noticed that waking up early activate my day. But do you know the problem? Getting up on the bed early in the morning, it's somehow very difficult if you are not disciplined. If you are not disciplined to get up around 7 o'clock in the morning, let me tell you something. If you are very disciplined, if you sleep 2 o'clock and you want to get up 7 o'clock, you will get up 7 o'clock. If you are very disciplined, if you sleep 5 o'clock a.m., if you want to get up 7 o'clock, it is possible. I do it at most times. And I will get up and I'll be very, very active. I get to notice something about myself that the more I sleep, the more dull I become. Once I am more active. If I get up 6, 7, 7:30 at most, I'm active. Any attempt to dodge it that I don't want to wake up, let me go back to bed. Getting up 9 o'clock, I'm becoming dull. 10 o'clock, hey, getting up 11 o'clock, I will be angry. You know, it's sweet. To get up is hard. But if I get up around 11 a.m., then you notice that day is spoiled. I'll be very, very annoyed with myself. So self-discipline. Another thing is, to maintain self-discipline, you need to count on yourself. To maintain self-discipline, number one, have a reason to do what you want to do. Number two, you need to count on yourself. Count on yourself that you can do this thing. Ability to get action done, irregardless of your mental state, irregardless of whatever you are thinking. So when you count on yourself, I can do this thing. So self-discipline is when you have something you want to do and you get up to do that thing immediately without any delay. You notice that if I did not do this thing, there is nobody that will help me to do it. If I did not get this thing done, then it will never be done. You are able to count on yourself. So all this will enhance you. Now another thing is, when we talk about self-discipline, one of the ways that you will discipline yourself is make sure you are able to build up your life action by designing goals. If I wake up tomorrow, these are what I would do. Have a reason to wake up. Have a reason you are living for. Have a reason you are getting up from bed. I want to say something that if you have no reason to get up from bed, then stay on bed. Stay in bed. If you have no reason to get up in bed, stay in bed. Have a reason for living. A lot of you don't have reason for existence, and that's the reason why you wake up. As you are waking up like this, the next thing you are stretching your hand. You are stretching your hand to take your phone. Before you sleep, your phone is in your hand. Till the battery die, and quickly maybe you charge it, then you sleep. And as you are sleeping like this, you are stretching forth your hand to take your phone. Bam! And the next thing is you are pressing your phone. I'm going to tell you that you are not going to work, you are not getting anywhere. At the end of the day, you spend 80% of your day pressing your phone. You ask yourself, if those movies you are watching, if those people you are watching, if they are spending their time also watching the way you are watching, spending their time on Facebook, then you have nothing you will be watching on Facebook. If Mark Zuckerberg spends his whole time on entertainment, then you have nothing called Facebook today. Great leaders don't spend time watching others. If you want to be heard, you want to be watched, you don't spend time watching others. If you want to be heard, you don't spend time hearing others. Thank you, Kamaka Blessing. Akintemi Rachel, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the share. Thank you for joining this live broadcast. So you need to build up your live action. Have a daily plan. Like this, my book now is a daily plan and my task every day. My plan and daily task section. So these are what I do every day. On a daily basis, I have what I want to do. There are times I have to just remove time there, just of what, I have a lot of tasks, so I have some other things to do. So I put in time because of children becomes very, very difficult for me. And take note of this. Excuse is just, when you talk about, a lot of people give excuses for not doing some meaningful thing to their life. Excuses are just lies we like to comfort our ego. There are excuses for you not to do what you want to do. Everyone have an excuse. A failure has an excuse for failure. But they are just what you need to tell yourself to make yourself comfortable being a failure. That is just it, nothing more than that. I have 2 more points to say on this self-discipline. Then I round up. In less than 5 minutes, I round up this video. Another thing is you need to focus on your goal. I've told you need to plan your goal. Another thing is focus on your goal. Let your daily habits be inclined to your goal. It is a habit of consistency that is one of the major backbone of discipline. If you are not consistent means doing one particular thing related to your goal at every time. But the only thing most of the youth of nowadays are consistent with is we are consistent with being on social media. We are consistent in doing things that don't add value to yourself. Ask yourself, what you are doing now, does it add value to yourself? I tell people, if you are joining my page, if you join the page for like at least a month, if it doesn't add value to your life, quit. I remember times ago when I lecture in tutorial, when I have tutorial center, I tell people, if you join this tutorial in a month and it doesn't add any value to your life, get another tutorial center. Whatever you are doing that doesn't add value to your life is definitely removing out of you. Is either it's adding to you or removing from you. So consistency, a bad day doesn't become a bad day. A bad week doesn't become a bad week. A bad year doesn't become a bad year unnecessary. The moment you wake up, remember that that day doesn't determine who you are, but what you are made up of. Whenever you sit down, remember what made up of whom you are is what you are presently doing, and what you will keep doing are what made up of whom you are. Practice, another thing, practice voluntary hardship. So many of us just, as I said, we love entertainment. We don't want to experience any pain. Practice voluntary. I saw some people some time ago on social media. I'm not talking about in Africa, in abroad, in Europe, whereby the weather is so tense. Using ice block to bathe inside snow. As in, if you understand, during winter, say ordinary water, you can't use ordinary water to bathe during winter. If it is not, in fact, my own water, I boil it, it should be at 45 degree, 45, 50 degree. That's the water I used to bathe during winter. Now imagine people using ice block to bathe. When I make inquiry on what are the benefits, although it has an health benefit, there's a book and I read and I related it with it. That is voluntary hardship. You intentionally, there is code though, and when you intentionally put yourself in constant hardship, then it becomes a way of life. So when you encounter any challenge in life, the problem becomes so easily surmountable for you. Practice voluntary hardship. When you practice voluntary hardship, you will not always see, this body always wants something that will ease him. This body doesn't want to pass through pain at all. And that's the reason why a lot of people find success to be very, very difficult. Voluntary hardship, just practice it. That is another key to it. Another thing is practice dichotomy of control. That means dichotomy of control means the power to control your mind. You have power over your mind. not outside event. You can find strength in your mind, not outside event. What you see, what you have, are not what give you joy, but it is your mind. So you become happy or you become sad is a state of mind. Happiness is a state of mind, not what you acquire. At times we think it's what you acquire. There are times I thought to myself, if I get to abroad, then I become the most happy person in life. Eventually, I got to abroad because I was focusing on the outside world. I noticed I would see the sad person I was, even more sad, even more depressed than I was. But the day I understand that happiness is a state of mind. If you want to be happy, you be happy. I learned ability to control my mind. Mindset control. If you don't have power over your mind, then you continually be depressed. But when you have power over your mind, you notice you are always happy. When you notice you want to see, don't think any situation you can't control. Let it off your mind. We become unhappy mostly because we focus on situations we can't control at most of the time. We always focus on situations we can't control. Any situation you can't control, let it off your mind. You say something you ought not to say. Don't let that depress you. Let it off your mind. You have said it and that is how the situation wants it to be. Let it off your mind. You purchase things you ought not to buy. Let it off your mind. You've bought it. There's nothing you can do to it. Let it off your mind. That thing that is making you sad, let it off your mind. There is nothing you need to do. Move ahead. Don't look back. You made a mistake. Keep going. Let it off your mind. Another thing, finally, is never play the victim. Never play the victim. Never play the victim. You know, do your job without whining. Do your job without whining. Do your job without do your job without anyone intervening. Do your job the way you want to do it. Never put blame on others. When you do your job and you notice you made it and you notice something went wrong, don't put blame on others. Some people are always putting blame on others. You made this thing like this. You made me fail in life. You made me who I am. You made me this. Put blame on yourself. Never put blame on others. In doing this, you'll be able to train yourself to be more disciplined. If you have listened to this content, you've watched this video to this minute, that means this content really interests you. Kindly share. If you are watching on YouTube, kindly subscribe. If you're on Facebook, kindly share and recommend this page to friends. Happy viewing, stay blessed, and God bless you. Love you. This is Impact Living Media. Thank you.